Happy Sunday, everyone. How are you today? My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It is Sunday, July 29th, 2023. Welcome to my channel. I so appreciate you watching today. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would really help me, and I would greatly appreciate that. Help me get, out there and more noticed, and I would just really appreciate that. So today is, oh my gosh, it's almost the end. It's almost July. I have one more day of vacation before I officially go back to work. Okay, I officially went back last week, but for good this time, I go back on Tuesday. I'm a school librarian in Texas, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm excited about today because we are going to use the Paper Florist Dies. Now, I knew as soon as I saw these that I had to have them, but I really haven't had a chance to play with them. So I was like, but I've had this card in my head for a long time, probably 2 months. So today is the day. Today is the day we're going to do it. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to show you what they are. I'm going to show you the card and how we're going to play with it. I feel like these dies kind of get lost in the catalog because they don't coordinate with a stamp set, and typically we see that, but they don't. And so when you look at them, and I'm going to show you the picture of in the catalog, I didn't really at first quite get it, but then once you get it, you're like, oh, this is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so I can show you what we're going to do. So here we go. Let me flip. All right. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to move that. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. You can kind of see that I've got some done there. Okay. Here is our camera. Okay. So here is the annual catalog, and these are at the back. So we have several stamp sets, but these in particular are the ones I wanted to show you, these Paper Florist Dies. And in my opinion, as I say, I don't think you can really, I just don't think you see the true beauty of these until you actually use them, okay? The other one that I'm using today is this one right here, this wanted to say, because I think these have great sentiment. So that is what we're doing today. Let me go back to normal a little bit. Okay. All right. So, but first I wanted to tell you, a couple weeks ago, I showed that I am making some teacher kits for all of the teachers in the school that I work at. And I've been in the process of making them and decorating them. And I think I told you that all of them are going to be completely different. And I'm using a variety of old paper, new paper, everything. And when I make these videos, as I can show you, I always make extra. Like I always have extra flowers, extra this. It's always on the outskirts of my camera because you never know, right? And what I do is I just stick them in a little envelope, and I for someday, like one of these days, I'm going to use it. Well, I've used those on a lot of them, and I kind of want to show you what I've done just a little bit. Like on this one, this was some old paper. This was another stamp set I used, this is all from a video that I just had extra of. And so that's that. These are some that I had punched. Okay, this is, again, old paper. All right. These are, again, some more of those that I used. So there's that. A couple weeks ago, I used the Crown Royalty one. I had 2 extras of these, so I put one on here, and I'll do another one a little bit later. I had cut a bunch of circles. So you know what? I just added the circles to this paper, and there you go. So just don't throw anything away. Just have a little place where you can stash. And I'm using my stash today as well. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. Here are the flowers, some of the flowers that I have made. We're going to do this happy birthday card right here. So this is what we're going to do. It's not going to look like this, I'm going to be honest, because I've you know, done some other things and, you know, it's going to be similar. But anyway. All right. So what I first did, the first thing I did was I needed to make this background right here. Okay. So all I did was I took a piece of paper, a fourth of a piece of paper. I'm going to try to get one right here. Hold on. There we go. So I have this right here. I took this paper and I took the Wanted to Say dies. And of course, I didn't keep it. And so the first thing I did was I took the happy birthday part of that and I placed it where I wanted it, and I made two, and I die cut that, okay? Then I took an embossing folder, and I'm using the crosshatch today, which is in the basics set. I use the crosshatch. Well, I don't really know if it's called the crosshatch, but I call it a crosshatch. So that's the one I used, and I die cut that. So I did two of them, and I kind of moved them. I put them in two different places because I kind of wanted to see how I wanted to make my cards. I wasn't exactly sure. This, I felt like was two in the middle. I felt like it needed to be at the bottom or at the top. So that's why I kind of changed my thinking, and I did that. Now, for Stamp Club a couple of weeks ago, probably 2 months ago, we did a happy birthday card where we used this. Well, I had extras. I always cut extra for Stamp Club, so I have them in a bag. So I didn't need to die cut that today. I've got lots of happy birthdays. So I just need happy birthday. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put them in here. It looks like, oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, there. I've got two happy birthdays left. And so I can maybe even do two here. Who knows? So I'm going to stick this back in the bag, put it away, and I know that I can use that at a later date, okay? All right, now let's look at these dies. So for me, I did all of my die cutting in white. And I just went around and I die cut. And this is all the ones that I have left. I just started die cutting and die cutting and die cutting. And I did them all in white. Okay, these are the insides. So, so I did those. I just did them all. I did all of the leaves. I did everything in white. Now, you don't have to do them in white. You can do them in whatever color you want. I wanted to be able to make these my own. And I think the only way you can do that is by starting with white and using blending brushes. Plus, not everybody has every color of paper. You know, that gets expensive. A lot of times we start with getting the ink and then we slowly get the paper. Well, I do that too. I get it. I totally understand. So to me, I think this is a good way of doing that. And I'm just going to show you, I am not going to do all of the petals. I'm not going to show you what I did, okay? I mean, I'm going to show you what I did, but I'm not going to do all of them because then we would be here until next week. Okay, so what I have done is these large petals right here, okay? That is this right here, all right? So what I did was I did them in multiple colors, and you can't really do that if you're using color cardstock, really. Hold on. I'm gonna get this to do this on here because I wanted to do that. So what I did was I took multiple colors for each one of these flowers, okay? And I'm just gonna start, and I'm gonna show you how I did one. I'm gonna start with two colors here. I've got Flirty Flamingo, and I have got, what's the other one? Melon Mambo, okay? And I'm gonna start, nope, not gonna start with Melon Mambo. I'm gonna start with Flirty Flamingo, okay? And I do that all the time. I think I ruined my Daffodil Delight today because I run my finger over it. I was like, oh, goodness. All right. So I'm going to start with Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap it off because I don't want it too dark because you can't go lighter. I mean, you can't go lighter. All right, so I'm just going to go over this petal just like that in Flirty Flamingo, and that's what I'm going to do. And I would do that to all 6, okay? I would do it to all 6. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Melon Mambo, oopsie, and I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to really tap this because, you know, you can't go dark. And I just want to hit the edges, okay? Nature is so beautiful, but nature is not, it's not one color, right? It's so many beautiful colors, you know, combined to make one, you know, beautiful flower, beautiful plant. Now, are all the colors I'm using found in nature? No. Pool Party, there is no color, there is no flower with that color, but I don't really care. Okay, so then I have this, all right? And this just looks like, it looks like you would, and I'm going to tell you the first thing I was like, what do I do? I thought, oh, do I do that? Do they, you know, fit? Well, that looks kind of weird, so that's not it. Well, then I researched because that's what I enjoy doing. And what they're meant to do, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm going to see if you can tell kind of on one of these. They kind of have a bend here, but they obviously have this. So they're meant to be crossed over like that to make it 3-dimensional. And I did some of them with glue, and I'll be honest, I didn't find the glue, and I can see that some of them are coming up from where I used glue. So I'm actually using glue dots, and I'm gonna get my glue dot here. So all you do is you take, you know, one side and you put your glue dot on it, just like that, okay? And then you pull it over like that, okay? Now, you can, if you're doing a 3D project, like it's maybe a box or something like that, you're gonna want to do some of them really crossed over. So you've got a really nice bend there. This is a card, so I don't wanna go too far. I'm just gonna take my glue dot, put it on one. Come on, get off of there. Always happens when I'm on camera, right? Okay, so there it is. I'm just gonna have this cross just a bit because I don't wanna have too much dimension, right? So then I've got that, all right? Now I'm gonna show you some other ones I have done because I did do the leaves. I did lots of different leaves, and I did those in soft seafoam and old olive. And so I just started with soft seafoam, and I'm gonna warn you, when you're doing this, if you put them all in the same place, some of this, sometimes this, the ink on here is still wet. So you may have it transfer, and that happened on this flower right here. So this flower, I was going for a totally, completely yellow look, and it didn't quite happen that way. But then I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I absolutely loved it. So I did not get rid of it. Okay, so just so you know. So this one I'm going to start with soft seafoam. And it doesn't look like I have much soft seafoam on there. So let me get a little more soft seafoam on there. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, dang. All right. I'm going to kind of go over that with soft seafoam. I love this color. And honestly, after Pear Pizzazz was retired and I started using this more, I fallen more and more in love with it. So here it is with soft seafoam, which is, you know, very pretty. I just think that's lovely. I love the color, but let's take it up a notch. And I decided to go with Old Olive, okay? So I'm going to take Old Olive and get my Old Olive brush, which seems to have deserted me at this point. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to take Old Olive and I'm going to tap that off. I want to make sure that it's not too much. And I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go over it. And then, okay, look at the dimension that that adds. Okay, look at that. Isn't that just lovely? I just love it. And so I'm going to show you some of the ones I did and kind of put them together and show you how we're going to put them together. This one, okay, let me move this. Oh, I know what I want to do. I do want to do some middles. I'm going to show you what I did. These are a couple of middles, I guess you call them. I'm not sure if they, I know they have an official name, but I haven't taught science in a long time. And I don't remember what the official sciencey name is, but there you go. I am actually going to use Pecan Pie, which is one of our new browns. You can really use any brown you want. So I'm going to do that. Doesn't this look just like a rose petal that, I don't know, that you could see a flower girl dropping or something, you know? Okay, so here's my pecan pie. And I'm just going to take it and rub it like that. Same thing. Go as light or as dark as you want. I didn't actually do two colors on this. I intended to, but I was like, no, I think it's good. So there is some of my innards. And I did them all the same color because I kind of wanted that to be a constant on the thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way, and we are going to start making some gorgeous flowers. Now, here's the thing. This is one I have already made, okay, and this used Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo. I just think that's lovely. And I used 2 large and 2 small of the Paper Florist Dies, okay? Now, I did the same thing. This is Pool Party and Coastal Cabana. And again, you just kind of pull them up to give them that dimension, okay? And you can also use your bone folder if you can find your bone folder that you've used 9,000 times today. But here's one. Okay, luckily, I always have a spare. Okay. So you can kind of take that and pull those up with your bone folder. Kind of works well if you wanted to do that. And that just gives that dimension. We'll do middles. We'll do the middles. Don't worry. I'm going to put like, what am I going to put in there? You know, rhinestones or something. Okay. So here's that one I showed you earlier, the accident. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can do a 4. You can add this in 4 layers, kind of like that. And you can just have this beautiful layery one, or you can just do 2 layers. You can do 2 flowers and have 2 layers, which I think is perfectly fine. So I'm going to do that with these. Okay. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your glue. You're just going to put a dot and put a dot. Okay. And then I think these kind of have a way they're supposed to go. I don't know if they really do, but you just kind of play with them and kind of see how you like it. I don't kind of like that. No, I don't. Let's see how it looks like this. Oh yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I like that. All right, so I'm going to do that. Put that off to the side to get its stuff going. Let's see. I am going to go, I think, maybe like that on this one. Oh, that lines up too well. There, let's see. There we go. That gives me a good dimension. So I'm going to do that. I did this one. This one I actually used 3 different colors. I started with bubblegum, then I added fresh freesia, then I added Highland Heather. Okay, this is bubblegum and melon mambo. So I'm gonna do that like that. Now these, I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna kind of show you what you can do with this. Now let's make the big flower, right? Let's do the big mama hama. Okay. So I've got all of these that are done, okay? And then I'm just gonna use Maybe I'm just going to use glue dots. That just seems easiest. So I'm going to use glue dots. Okay, so I'm going to glue dot these together. So I'm just going to put this here. Okay. I'm actually, since I'm doing it, I'm going to do, you know, all of them at a time. Okay, 2. All right, and then 3. And then 4. And you can use glue. You can use the glue. I'm just going to, I just want to show you a different way. And it's a little less messy. I want to be honest. I kind of like less messy. I tend to get my hands dirty with the green glue. All right, so let's see. We're going to start at the bottom and we're going to build this 3. 1, 2. Let's see. Do I like that like that? Let's see. Hold on. Let's do it like that. 2. Let's do it like that. 3. And then 4. And then 5. Does make it a little higher when you're using glue dots. So now these are together, kind of. They're not really. They didn't really, that didn't, what happened to that glue dot? Oh, you know what? I used one that didn't have the glue dot. We're just going to use this real quick because, all right, we'll just do that. Okay, so that goes like that. Now what you can do, okay, is you can take these and with your bone folder, kind of fold them back like that. Okay, well, this glue is not dried, so I'm gonna let that glue dry a sec before I go totally crazy, because I'm gonna show you something else. Okay, y'all, get on there. Let's see. I'm gonna let that glue dry because it's gonna make me insane. It's not wanting to dry right now because I'm on camera. Okay, so we're going to do this, okay? We're just going to use this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And you can stop here, and I've done that, right? I did that on this one, but this one I'm going to do 4. I'm going to make it like even bigger, right? So I'm going to do that, okay? We're going to let that dry for just a little bit. Let's do a couple of these, okay? I've got some of these pool party ones, same thing, okay? Oh, and I did that one too. Look at this purple. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just thought that was lovely. Okay. So I'm going to just dot those. I obviously got a little distracted. I think I'm going to try doing like all of the big on the top. Kind of doing it like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that on this one. And I kind of had a little mishap there, but it's okay. It's nature. Nature, right? Nature isn't perfect. And neither am I. So there you go. And I'm actually going to, oh wait, no, I'm going to do just a single one here. I'm going to do 2 smaller ones. I'm going to do that one. And I'm going to do this. And since I've already accidentally put a piece of glue there, I'm just going to stick that right on it. Like that. Not like that because it came up. Okay. So there's that one. And now I have these little petals. This is Petal Pink and Flirty Flamingo. This is Pool Party in Coastal Cabana. So this is it's just a different look, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. I'm going to go ahead and fold these back a bit before I put them on. Maybe that will, oh, I did 7. Oh, maybe I'm doing 7 on this one. I don't know, we'll see. That kind of did weird, didn't it? Let's see if I can bend these back with them without, oh, you died. You ripped. You ripped. Sometimes they don't get along with me, right? Okay, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna try a third way. We're gonna go with this. I think this is how I did it the first time. 1, 2. See, I need them to get down, right? All right, you want them to kind of get down. All right. Kind of on the struggle bus right now. I don't know what's going on with me. Let's see. Get there. Okay. Okay, I'll do a little more. 3, 4. 5. I don't like that. 5. 6. These are just arguing with me right now. I can't even see my sample. All right. That's what happens when you have a little bit of everything being used. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. There you go. You're all pretty now. Now, what you can do with this is you can do a whole nother set of this. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. And that. And this. And then this whole flower can go in here. And you can do like a whole thing, okay? So that can be a double, kind of a double flower, okay? All right, let's go to this one and let's put, I think this looks pretty. I like it. So I'm just gonna add this onto the top, or onto the top of that, okay? So now I've got my middle, okay? We're just gonna, sometimes you gotta fiddle with things and do a little stuff. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more. I'm gonna let, this is a 4 one. I am, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna kind of pull these up a little bit and really just kind of bring them up like that. You can do them the other way too. You can pull them down like we did those others. Or you can just pull it off, you know, if you can just say, I didn't want that one. I thought that was not pretty. So you can do that like I did. Okay. All right. Look how pretty that is. And we'll put this little guy right in the middle. Don't worry, they're all going to have a gem because everything needs gems. So that can go in the middle of that. And then I think this can go in the middle of that one. Just doing different things. I just want to show you that everything can be a little bit different. And I want, you know, you should know that. I want you to see that you can get a lot of different looks out of just, you know, just a little big bang for your buck, right? I'll put that right there. And these little ones here are all going to get gems because I just don't think they need that. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to do you right there. Okay. So now I've got all these flowers and I've got that one right there too. And this one needs the one I just dropped. Okay. This needs a flower. This needs a center too. There's lots of other centers they have too. So there's other options. Okay, so I've got these. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take first, I think I'm going to take the happy birthday here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the happy birthday right here. Okay. Stop. Okay. I'm just going to kind of play a little bit and see what just really strikes my fancy, okay? So I've got, ooh, I like that purple with it. And then I could do a blue. I could do a blue right there. I've got to get one of these yellows in. Like, I just think these yellows are so pretty, you know? Like, maybe that goes there and that goes there. I can't cover happy birthday because obviously you can't cover happy birthday. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of do that kind of a look. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, wait. Here's what I need to decide. So I am going to kind of, I'm going to show you what I want to do on the inside for this background. You can use paper if you want. You can use DSP. But honestly, I just didn't find a DSP that I just loved with this. And I want to kind of look at what I want. Okay, I honestly think petal pink looks the best. I think that looks gorgeous. I could do purple. Look at that. Oh. No. I could do purple as the card. I could do Coastal Cabana as the card. I couldn't do Melon Mambo. Or I could do Flirty Flamingo. But I really think petal pink looks pretty. So that's going to be what goes right there, okay? And I'm going to add leaves too. I've got lots of leaves over here that I'll add as well. But what I want to do is find the papers that I have cut. This is what happens when you have way too many things on your desk because you didn't fully clean everything before you started, because you were like, oh, it'll be fine. It's not fine. It's never fine. Just know it's never fine. Okay, well, so what you do is you get another piece of paper and you cut it in half. So I'm going to cut this paper in half. Okay. Because what I need, I just need something behind happy birthday. And I just couldn't find any DSP that I was like, yep, that's it. That's the one I want. So do you know what I decided to do? I decided to create it for myself. Okay, so I'm going to take petal pink, and I'm going to take, I think I've got the dark petal pink for this, and I'm going to start with it right here. Okay, I'm going to do a little petal pink just like that. Then I'm going to take Flirty Flamingo. Do I want the darker? No, I don't. I want the light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to take it like that. And I'm going to go over it. I'm going to make sure that I cross those, right? Then I want to do a little bit of light Daffodil Delight. Okay, I probably should have done that first, but you know what? I didn't. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to do that just like that. Then I'm going to get a little bit of Pool Party, and I'm going to take the dark, or I don't have, I'm sorry. Yeah, Pool Party. I'm going to take the dark Pool Party, and I'm going to go next with that. Okay. And then I'm going to end with the light Fresh Freesia. Okay. And I make sure that I overlap these, okay? But then what I'm gonna do, and I think the dark on almost all of these, I'm gonna go back with the lights. No, not that one. I'm gonna go back with the light and go over these a little bit, just to kind of blend them a little bit more, okay? I'm gonna take the light. Actually, I'm going to use this Lemon Lolly. I'm going to use this light Lemon Lolly to go over these because I think that's going to, yeah, I like that. Okay. Then I'm going to use the light Pool Party. It's very light, but I think it's going to bring that. It kind of makes that green color. Okay. And then I'm going to use this light. That's the wrong color, but actually I am going to use the bubble gum. I'm okay with bubble gum. It's got purple in it, so it's going to go just like that. Okay, So that is my background for here. And I just think that is so pretty. I love it. This is like my go-to background. I just think it looks very pretty. So that is what I want to do. All right. This is kind of bugging me. It's itching just a little bit. So let me, let's see. What's that? Is that petal pink? We're going to go with this light petal pink a little bit. I actually need a new petal pink blender pen. I really do. Just want to blend those a little bit. Maybe get the Flirty Flamingo. Hold on. Light Flirty Flamingo. We're going to go right over that. Yeah, that I think is what needed to be done. That works better. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do to make my card. I'm going to flip this like this. Okay. My petal pink, which I think is very lovely. Now I'm going to take this and I want it lifted, right? And I want a good lift on it. So I'm going to use my strips, okay, that I know I use quite a bit, but I just think they're lovely. I like the, that they're a little bit higher, okay? So I'm going to kind of put them here, here. Now don't worry, I will make these cards. I will use these to make another card because, I mean, they're gorgeous, right? Okay. Last little strip here. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, so I've got some here, and I'm gonna put this here. I also am gonna put one right here because I want to lift that up. I'm gonna put, did you remember how that piece right here kind of lifted up earlier? I kind of went, ah! I'm gonna stick that, not right there. I'm gonna make it even smaller. Make it a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna put it right there, okay? Just so I know that that doesn't kind of fall down later. Like that. Okay, I might do that right here too. Look, let's just take this little piece that I have left, put it right there. Okay, we could put a little piece right there. Use those outside, guys. Make sure you use the outsides, right? All right, so I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put it on my card. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to put this on first, okay? I want to make sure. Oh, it's going to go here. I think I want it like this. If I do that, okay. So I know that's going to go there, so I'm going to go ahead and adhesive that on. 1, 2, 3. And so that'll go right there. Okay. Now I can put this on. Now, if you have a piece of DSP that you love and goes with the colors you're going with, do that. It does show. I did that. That's what I used on the first one. And I love it. I think it looks really pretty. Y'all know I love blender pens. And so I was like, I'm going to use the blender pens. I love this technique of just, I don't know, this kind of rainbow effect. I love it. All right. So here is this. So it's going to go just like that. Okay. So you can kind of see that. Isn't that nice? Okay. Let's get our flowers on. So I know I want this right here. Oh, let's put happy birthday on. Now I want this to pop up like this is popped up. And I am going to use these, okay? Now, if you want to use something like this, that's really, you can cut, like you could take this and cut it. Oh, so you don't cut that, Amy. You can cut that in half and you just got this little itty bitty piece, okay? You can put it on here, wherever you want. Can do that, but I would definitely think you would need to do 2, okay? So you can do that. For me, it was easier to use these because these are the same height and they're skinny. I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna show a little bit. So if that really bothers you, then just adhesive it down, do whatever, you know, that's fine. It didn't bother me enough to not do it, if that makes any sense at all, okay? And you can, you know, play with it and adhesive it as much as you want, or, you know, fix it and fiddle with it to where it doesn't show. I did it in 3 places on each word, okay? And all I did was I just tried to find the thickest part. So for me, I felt like that H right there was the thickest part. And then the Y, I just did that right like that, okay? So I've got those 3 pieces. I'm gonna take them off. 1, 2, and my husband is using the, oh, okay, look, so I'm just gonna put birthday just like that. And I was say, if you didn't like that, clip it off. It doesn't really bother me. He's using the food saver. Must be his Carnegie sawdust done. He's the cook. I am not the cook. All right, let's see. That fits on that H rather nicely. I think I can get this on that P rather nicely. And right here on the Y, not all that nicely, but it works. So there's my happy birthday. I just like the look of that, okay? I don't know why this came to me in the middle of the night, and I've been thinking about it ever since, wanting to do this look. You could do happy birthday, you could do thank you, you can do whatever words you have. So, oh, I think I like this better than I do the DSP, honestly. I think I do. All right, so we're gonna put this on. I know that's gonna go right here, okay? What else did we have? I think we were gonna use this little blue one right here. Oh, wait, let's do this one next. Okay. We're gonna put that right there. We're gonna put this, I keep picking up the glue. I don't want the glue. We're gonna put this right here, okay. And then what did I have at the top? Did I have purple? I think I did the purple right there. Oh, yeah. We're gonna add the purple right here, okay. Now, I've got all my leaves. So now it's time to add some greenery. I'm gonna pop this over just a little bit so that it's not really coming off of the card, because I don't really want that. Alrighty, for these, I'm gonna use a little glue, okay? But when I do these, I only glue like the stem, okay? So I'm gonna put that like that. So so then my leaves I can pull those up later, right? You know? So I'm gonna let's do a leaf down here. This is you got kind of lost a little bit, didn't you? Do you want to move over? You might want to move here. You might want to move like that. And then we can put a couple of leaves here, right? All right. We'll put one leaf here. And then maybe do another leaf here. Yeah, yep. Got to do that. Okay. Do those kind of like that. And then do we need another leaf? Do you know what we can do? We could cut this. Look, you can clip that like that. And I could put it there. I kind of like that. Just doing all kinds of stuff, aren't I? Okay. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Okay. I want to do another. I think this is, it's not really doing it for me. Let's see. Let's see if I can add another bit. No. Let's see. Do I want that like that maybe? Oh, yeah, I kind of like that. Look, I kind of like that. 2 leaves right there. There's glue right there. It works. All right, now let's finish this card by adding our bling. Okay, we have so many things to choose for that you can use for these centers. Okay, you know, we have, oh, there's just so much. You could do the iridescent rhinestones, but I don't really like I tried those didn't quite work for me. I didn't love them. We also have these adhesive back sequin gems. I don't know if they're in the current catalog or not, because honestly, I can't remember. I wish I could remember, but I definitely love this, and I think this needs to go here to kind of tie those colors in. So I'm going to use my Take My Pick tool, and I'm going to use the largest, and I'm going to put that right there. Okay. I'm going to take this yellow one right here and put it here. Okay. And I know there's a little ish there, but it's okay. I got it. Let's take this purple right here and put it right there. You know, that kind of, they're the same flower, and if we change those colors, I think that's great. And then let's just put that right there. So we've got those gemmed, okay, but you know, who's to say we can't have a couple of gems other places? So I might put a couple over here. I might put that here, and let's put that there like that. Oh, let's do a different size. Let's do the medium one next to it, because then we've kind of got that. And then maybe down here we'll put a yellow. Okay. And let's put a middle size blue right there. So then there is our happy birthday card. I'm happy with it. I love, love, love these colors. Here's this one. Here is my beginning one, and I did brush this with some color around it. I kind of forgot to do that here, but that's okay. I added the gems a little bit more. You can see I use these pearls on this one that I think are very, very pretty. Now I have a ton of other flowers here, and I have a whole nother piece of paper that I've cut that says happy birthday. Will I make a card with these? You better believe I will, because they're beautiful. I love these. So yeah, I will definitely make another card. I just didn't do it yet. So here is my happy birthday cards. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope to have a great week this week with my starting school. I think it's going to be a fantastic year, so I'm pretty excited. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will see you soon. Bye.